What's up? Weapons online. Battle cruiser operational. Oh man, I just woke up. Oh, what's up, pup? There we are. Morning burp. I thought of something I wanted to say yesterday that I didn't get to say, but 'tis true. This is a common theme with everyone. Kind of everywhere. Kind of everywhere in the world. I don't know, just everywhere. I want to say, but more in America, but especially, I don't know. I haven't lived in like the Bible Belt of the South my whole life, so I guess maybe I can't speak, but I'm just kind of guesstimating based on what I've observed from afar. From seeing like news and stuff like that, and social media, that sort of thing, influencers, that kind of deal. But almost also what I kind of have gleaned from, you know, human psychology. And I'm guilty of this too. But I suspect this is one of the one of the problems of being in the Bible Belt and very, very religious is pay attention to mainly only presidential elections, and you concentrate on presidential elections because you're looking for a savior. A lot of people are. Like I said, I had done that, but if I remember correctly, I was first legally capable of voting in 2000. And from that point until Obama 2, I voted every opportunity I had that I was aware there was an election. I didn't really pay attention, probably as much as I should, but I did vote whenever I had the opportunity. I wasn't the most educated voter. That's understating it or whatever. Overstating it, I don't know. So a lot of the times when there was a ballot, I was like, huh? What the fuck is that? Because sometimes there would be ballot initiatives, and most of the time there would be. I would only know. I would only be aware of like the top things on there, like the president and the the senator and the House representative, and then there'd be all these other things, and I'd be like, I have no idea who those people are at all. Like, not their name, not even like the position that they are. I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck that is. But in Wisconsin, we had write-in votes, so I'd be like, I have no idea who those are, so and then I'd write my name in. Be like, don't know who those are, so I'm gonna write my name in for every one of those. Because I trust myself more than some dude. So. But for the first like 3, I would check the Democrat, because I'd be like, I don't know anything other than the Republican ones are like the fucking devil. So yeah. And then like I say, the Democratic Party nominated Hillary instead of Bernie, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm out. I haven't voted since in anything. That in the industry is what we call disillusionment. So I don't know how if there are any people that would be Republicans that have experienced something like that, or like, yeah, I know, I was voting Republican, then blah blah blah. I was just like, fuck it. then they went and did this, and I was just like blah. If you as a Republican voter ever did something like that, I was like, fucking. But yeah. But anyways, that's my thing. I just I think too often people are looking for a savior in you're looking for a savior in a system where, especially in a system where we're not voting for a savior. And and really devout Christians, it's like, I realize your theology says Jesus is coming back, but I mean, then just don't vote. I mean, that's my best advice for you. You don't have to vote for a Democrat, but you could just not vote. Because Jesus isn't on the ballot. So, I mean, like, just go there and look and be like, well, he's not on the ballot this election, so I guess I'm going home. when he is, you will know. Because I'm telling you, it, I don't think I need to tell you this, but Donald Trump was not Jesus. And none of the other Republican presidential candidates or Democratic presidential candidates or independent or any of the other motherfucking presidential candidates were fucking Jesus. Right? He hasn't been, no one saw him. I mean, no, dude hasn't been around. I don't think he'd be interested in politics in that kind of, in that kind of way. I don't know, did Jesus get into politics last time he was here? I don't know. Y'all would have to do the research on that. I mean, from a lot of the stories, fables, allegories, whatever I heard, he seems like a social justice warrior. Is what he seems like. I mean, I know you don't like that kind of term, but that's what he seems like. He seems like a social justice warrior. He seems like a civil rights leader. That's like the closest thing to anything, it seems like. It's like, yeah, you make him out to be a religious, a redeemer of lost souls and everything, but I think all those holy phrases and crap, listen to a lot of the shit that Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, listen to all the things Martin Luther King Jr. said and remove all the times he quoted the Bible. And he says a lot of stuff. And we will walk over that shining hill, blah, blah, blah. That kind of sounds pretty similar. I mean, now if Jesus said shit like that, if you've read a passage in the Bible, it says, and thou thine will taketh a journey over thine hill of shiningness. It's like, I don't know, that sounds kind of similar to passages and, it's just like, see? And then all you have to do is like, of gold or something like that. Just add a little bit of bullshit. Wash the balls a little bit, shine them shit up. That's all you gotta do. And then make him walk on water, and there you go. Presto changeo. Martin Luther King is died. All it takes is another 2,000 years. Unfortunately, we have video evidence, so that's going to be a little more difficult. I know, again, you don't like me. You don't like me saying, how can you say Jesus wasn't the Son of God? And it's like, well, maybe. Dude was just, and I don't even know. I know all historians say, yes, the guy did exist. I'm just saying, you know, maybe the dude was just made up. I don't like just believing in every. If there's a religion made up on made of some guy, maybe you should just assume they never existed. Maybe it's just safer. Everything about the religion is garbage. Because I've played Dungeons and Dragons. And anytime you want to fucking do some shit like that, it's just scary. If the totality of your religion wants to be good to each other, don't fuck around with things too much, and go to your place of religion and eat some chicken and tell some funny stories, and I don't know, watch cartoons, whatever. Like those limited rules, then sure, whatever. Been fine, I guess. Got so much scary stuff in there. Anyways, don't stop looking for a savior and go out and do the legwork yourself. And you motherfucking people, there's so many offices that need filling by people that, okay, I don't really like calling Trump a billionaire, but I guess he probably does have $1 billion now that he made a successful second time in the presidential office and has just been selling all sorts of shit again. So he probably does have more than $1 billion now. But it's just like, I didn't feel comfortable saying he's a billionaire, because there was even that actual recording or whatever that, he was like walking with his kid and being like, he pointed out a homeless man and he said, see that person? We have less money than him. Because he was actually, his debt was higher than his asset holdings at one point. It's like, yeah, exactly. He had negative money at one point. And not like $1, like, I don't know how much, but it must have been like millions, negative of millions of dollars. Oh, really? Can I have negative millions of dollars? Can anyone? Can a dude be like, can I borrow a couple $1,000,000 and then just, be like, go, yes, Mr. Coke dealer, can I buy $1,000,000 in Coke, please? I have the cash. Because that's kind of what Trump did. Take out loans, start a business that sells steak. And but that's a legitimate business. Yeah, a legitimate business is also shoving cocaine up my nose. It's called. That's all, folks. But, whatever. Enough. I would say that's enough Trump bashing, but, you got to do it often enough so that maybe some people get the net. A gun rack? Why would I need a gun rack? I don't own a gun, let alone multiple guns, which would necessitate a gun rack. It was such a piece of shit gun rack. It was like made out of cardboard or something. Or like wood with really crappy. I don't know if it was plywood, but it was really shitty. I mean, it was just really shitty, and like it looked like it might not even hold a rifle. Like it would just break. It was such a prop. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't even. I mean, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Looking at my grocery list. Oh yeah. So apparently Pete Sessions is my U.S. representative. He's a young man. 70 years young. How are these guys still in office? How is it possible for how is it possible for these fucking people to be, I don't know what the median age, what the mean and the median age of I guess adult, but person in general, or citizen, because illegal non-citizen in America can't vote. But I can't believe that the mean or median age of a voter in America is even 60 years old, let alone 65 or 70. And it's like 70. I mean, that video that I watched with that Asian dude, he posted 67 as the average age of representatives. But that sounds about right. But, his name was Mike Johnson. There we go. U.S. Speaker of the House. Third in line. So if you're going to start killing people, you got to kill him first, then J.D. Vance, then Trump. Because that's the best way to do it. Or you wait until all three of them are on a plane or in the same room, and then you're like, it's a 3-for-1 special. Cause I need to know. And what are we gonna do with J.D. Vance in there? I mean, seriously. And so still no. Isn't Trump's administration comical too? I mean, Trump gets elected and is like, I'm gonna choose for my administration monkeys. Just like this is. And for my director of health or whatever, that guy who lives in a dumpster, yeah, he knows how to make people healthy. Rando dumpster guy. It's just like director of science. I know that's not a government. I don't think that's a department, a government department, but director of science. Alchemist from the 1780s who's wearing a plague mask. He'll get the job done. Foreign relations? Yes. Foreign relations, guy who thinks slavery wasn't that bad. Yeah, there we go. That's the foreign relations guy. All right. That'll work. Everything's coming together. And for the last forever administrations, it's just like, we don't need nobody that has any kind of education, real education. In fucking college, university, yeah, fuck that. That's doesn't mean anything. They don't need to be smart. Fuck it. They just need to look good. God. Mm. Yeah. This is fucking awesome. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. You know, I think Trump's plan is coming together because I don't think pretty soon. Pretty soon you can realize that most immigrants are going to be like, we're not going to need a border wall because of that flow of immigrants. They're going to be like, all of a sudden, they're just going to be like, yeah, I don't really want to go there anymore. Because they're very inhospitable and, jobs in Mexico and fucking Panama and Chile and Peru. All of a sudden, they're fucking a lot better. So, hey, Jose, why don't we turn around? I heard about this great factory that's opening up. All right, go there. Make a good life. We make a good life in Guatemala and El Salvador. They're going to start deporting people to the country that has better jobs than the United States of America. People are going to be like, hey, an illegal immigrant. Just don't be too rough, man. I will go. Just, not the balls. Because he's fucked up the country so much. China's making deals with all the South American countries, being like, dude, you need factories. We need our people to, not fucking do their shitty jobs anymore. And yeah. So there you go. Fuck. 35 minutes. I'm getting kind of woke up. Kind of woke. Oh, the sun is coming up. Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, that movie's old as shit. One of the few movies where Robin Williams isn't acting like a total psycho nutcase. I mean, he's kind of crazy in that movie, but he's not acting like a complete fucking whack job. All right. Ooh.